peaceful out here.
History Month isn't only about looking back at the hardships our communities endured. It's about celebrating the brilliance, the creativity, the resilience that kept us moving forward. Every February reminds us that the story of Black history is American history, world history.
Yo, welcome back to the Meet from the Midwest podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'm all over the place, and I'm on TikTok. I've been dropping my clips on there. Just trying to build my page up still, man. I salute to everybody that's been following me for this last year. It's been a journey. That's what I enjoy. Is just a hobby for me to do on my free time. I usually get that free hour on Thursday. And why not talk about some things that's been on my mind or what I've been doing in life? I don't really get out much no more. I really don't try to. I've been over that phase in life. So I said it's just something I enjoy doing. I'm just looking to push other people. If, like I said, you ever want to be on the show, tap in, jump in my DM. It's been a couple of y'all to hit me up. I want to make sure that I'm reaching back out to y'all and scheduling a time so we can make things happen, because I do believe everybody has a story to tell. But without further ado, I want to get into this week's episode and just let y'all know what the topic is for this week. TV show. We'll be talking about a TV show. Just started watching 61st Street. I had it confused with a movie that came out a couple years ago and heard good things. The fiance said, hey, this is a good show. We should try to check out. We looked at it and it looks pretty good. I just want to get into a quick summary of what it's about and what I think is going to happen with this show. NBA All-Star, we got to get into the results of that. I've got to talk to y'all about that. DAZN boxing this week. We got a nice card. We like 5 fights on there. I want to say 2, maybe 3 fights are for belts. We'll get into that. One of my boys from work, he actually released a tape last year, I want to say. And I didn't know that he really did music until he let me hear a couple songs. He sent me a couple tracks. I was like, okay, this dude can actually, he can actually rap. And then he sent me the album that was on Apple Music. I'm like, oh, this dude is actually, he's an artist, not just a rapper. He's an artist. He got range when it comes to rapping, singing, all that type of stuff. So we'll get into that album. And I want to start the show off with the Black History moment or person of the week, and that will be Jesse Jackson. If you don't know, Jesse Jackson just passed a couple days ago. I want to say on Tuesday morning at the age of 84. Big leader in Black history when it comes to civil rights movement, standing up for Black people in general. And I just want to give a salute to him, thoughts and prayers to his family, and just give a little quick background story on him. So let's start the story off with that. I hate to start it off with a rest in peace, but like I said, Black History Month, we have to acknowledge those big giants in the Black history and the Black community that most people don't know about or never even heard of or just heard stories about. And I just want to get into a little bit of his background and what he's done for the Black community. So Jesse Jackson passed away February 17, which was 2 days ago on Tuesday. He died from a rare disorder. His family let everybody know, as they did on social media and everything. They reached out to a couple of people and let them know they passed away. As far as I read into a couple of things about Jesse Jackson, the one thing that stood out to me was during segregation, he was born during those times, and he was born out of wedlock. His dad was married and he lived next door. He ended up getting Jesse Jackson's mom pregnant and stayed next door. During segregation times, that was bad because having a kid out of wedlock is looked like frowned upon in the community and during segregation. So he had to grow up living with his mom and looking next door, seeing his dad with his whole family outside of him. And I feel like that can damage a young Black man, not just a young Black man, that could damage a child, seeing their father or their mother live next door and you really don't have a relationship with them, a deep relationship with them, because they're married and they have to play this father role. So where I was going with that, it was that some people's life has been hard. Like we all, like I said, I believe we all have a journey. We all went through a lot of different stuff in life. I don't believe nobody's life has been perfect since the day they've been born. It's been all type of hiccups. And for him to have his life start out like that just showed he had to be able to turn his life around. And the phrase that he had was, is it I am somebody? Let me make sure I got my facts right. I'm somebody. And when he used to say that I am somebody, he made other people believe in themselves and stuff like that. And this was like, it's a deep conversation because, like I said, growing up, not having a father figure and stuff like that, it puts you in a deep hole because I believe that every family, everybody, every child should have their mother and their father present in their life. So if you have to go through that at all, it's gonna be rough for you. I don't think it's gonna be easy. I was raised by two women. My pops was in my life, but he wasn't as active as I would want him to be, and that's okay, man. Like I said, that's life. But as far as Jesse Jackson, he founded the Operation Breadbasket and then the Rainbow Push Coalition, fighting for jobs, voting rights, and equity. Equity. I said equity. My bad. I'm tripping. Equity, and that's just because during those times, Black people weren't given the same rights as others, and that just shows we've came a long way. We are now able to vote. We are able to get jobs that they said we weren't qualified for, and just equity in businesses and stuff like that. Like we're able to do that now. So that just shows that we had somebody fighting for us. Now, it's so many leaders that we can talk about, but I know Louis Farrakhan, um, Al Sharpton, those guys are still alive and well. But Jesse Jackson was a giant. He was right next to Martin Luther King when he passed away. He was what they say, like his right hand man. I don't want to get into this conspiracy talks about that. I hate when people do that, especially in somebody's death. But at the end of the day, I just want to say rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. Thoughts and prayers to his family, and may his legacy live on. I hope that people look back on him and say that he did great for the Black community, and we learned something from him, and we continue to push and say that we are somebody. We have to believe in ourselves, and we have to just keep pushing forward, even when times get hard, and we feel like we're not worthy of living or not worthy of just getting this job or something. Like we have to believe in ourselves and believe that we really are somebody. So I just want to say rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. That's all I had on that topic because I don't want to get too deep on it and start to show off like in a sad mood. But
Demetrius right here. Give us a look. You see it, man. Fresh Lakers jersey, number 30. I feel like I'm ready to check in.
Let's get into the next topic, man. The next topic I would like to speak about on here is the NBA All-Star Game. I want to talk about the who was this? I can't think of this cat now. I'm so pissed when it came to this the dunk contest cat. Where is he at? Let me get to his ass right now. His name is that's the Rising Stars. Okay. So as far as overall, as far as the night goes, Saturday night was the dunk contest, the 3-point contest, and the Shooting Stars. The Shooting Stars team, Knicks won. That was Bronson, Towns, and what's my boy name? Allen Houston. They was out there with the format. I like the format because like they had numbers on certain spots. Each player gets to shoot. So if it's a 1, it's by the layup. Everybody gets a chance to score off of that. 2 all the way up to 7. I think the 7 was like almost at the half court. Everybody gets a turn. I think they had like a minute and 30 seconds or something to get as many shots off as they could and make as many shots as they could. And the Knicks came away with the win. I was going for Team Harper because I thought it was dope to see Ron Harper and his 2 sons in the NBA on a team on that platform. But overall, Team Knicks won that, so salute to them. I didn't catch the 3-point contest, man. I was doing the Valentine's Day thing with my lady and my daughter took them out to eat and stuff. So we missed the 3-point contest. Salute to Dame Lillard. He ain't played a game this year, but they said he was cooking out there. Con Canupo was out there. One thing that they did say at the end of it, Dame and Curry had a message towards each other saying that, hey, next year, Dame, Curry, Klay Thompson, and they said some real shooters. They want them out there, and then that just shows like some of these cats really want to give the fans what they paid for, and I think that'd be dope to have some of the top shooters out there, which I feel like it should have been this year. But Curry was hurt. Klay ain't been doing too good. His shot been off. But I think with a night like that, just standing shooting threes, they'll both perform, and Dame will perform. But I think this will help get people to start watching the All-Star game. So salute the Dame and reaching out to Curry and them to make that happen. The dunk contest. This has been part of the All-Star, the game that just makes All-Star week super duper ass. Keshad Johnson. I don't know this cat. I said no knock on him. I don't think he starts. I don't even think he's on the bench. I think he just got called up from the G League or something like that. But his dunks weren't impressive to me because it's dunks we've seen before. And on top of that, he went from not just the dunk, he's doing a performance with it. And I think that's what got it. He's from the Bay. So every time he did a dunk, he'd do like a Bay dance or something like that. And it's just like, dog, I understand you can dance, you doing a dance after, but what about the dunk you just did? The dunk wasn't impressive. I don't think none of those dunks should have been a 50 out for all the dudes that dunk like Jackson Hayes, hyped the crowd up, went all the way to the other end of the court, came flying and did just like a regular dunk, like a regular tomahawk dunk. And it's like, no, we didn't see a tomahawk that's a regular package dunk. And I'm not saying I'm a better dunker, but like it's so many things that could be done with the dunk contest. A quick thing I would say, this is what I would do if I was in charge of the dunk contest. If I was in the dunk contest as a superstar or NBA player in general, I would tell, hey fans, send me a DM or demonstrate a dunk that you would like to see me do. Do that. If I win, if I get a 50 on a dunk, I'm gonna send you a little cash app. These dudes make millions of dollars. It's so many people that could do dunks. I'm talking like on a regular foot, 9-foot rim or whatever. Do the dunk. The superstar takes the dunk, practices the dunk. Once they get to the All-Star game, get a 49 or a 50 out the dunk, and then pay the person that sent you the DM. That's how you make the fans excited, because now you got this one fan that never thought you would respond to them and like, oh shit, he did my dunk, y'all, and he just paid me for it. I think that'd be dope. But to keep on recycling these dunks over and over that everybody's seeing is just bad. I can't think of the young cat name, the younger dude that just won the last two. He showed 4 dunks that he would have did this year, and to me, those 4 dunks, some of them was similar that he's done before, but if he would have did them 4 dunks, he would have won a dunk contest 3 times in a row. So I just think that they need to do a better job at their craft, and it's no way that you should come out and do a regular dunk. Jason Richardson's son damn near concussed himself because he tried to do a dunk off the side of the rim and slipped and popped his head on the ground. But overall, the dunk contest was by far the worst event, and they have to do better. Like I said before, Ja Morant ain't got shit going on. Zion ain't got shit going on. These 2 cats should be in the dunk contest every year, even to get their stardom back, because at one point they were saying that was the next big thing. They start having all these injuries and stuff. They start Zion mess with these porn stars. Ja want to be goddamn Young Dolph or some shit. Rest in peace to Dolph. I didn't mean to say Young Dolph, but like he want to act like he's like really from Memphis, and it's like, dog, it's not helping you become a star again. Do the dunk contest. Get your fans back up. Show them that you can still dunk. Impress them. Give the fans what they're worth. That they're spending all their money on. Give them a show, man. That's all I'm asking. Overall, the dunk contest was the worst event. So let's move on from that. The last event was the basketball game, USA versus the world. They broke it down with 3 teams. We had the world team, we had the USA Stripes, and we had the USA, like the OGs. What was the USA Stars, USA Stripes, and World. USA Stars defeated the Stripes. They played, I think you could lose 2 games and you're out for the most part. When became the play as far as the world go? I'll say for each team. When he came to play for the world team, right? Who else I'll say showed up for the what was that team? I keep getting them mixed up. The Star team, USA Stars. Kawhi Leonard showed up for them. And the Stripes, AE showed up. Those were the three MVPs to me as far as a team goes. What I said about the USA World team was that Luka and Jokic don't take the game serious. Even AE said they don't take the game serious. So Wemby was like, look, I'm taking this game serious. AE, hey, if you're taking it serious, I'm taking it serious too. That's how the game could be. These games, every game was competitive until the last one, and I think it was because USA Stars ran out of legs. They was on the court for 2 games straight, and they won both. And when it got to the third game, it was like couldn't nobody knock the shot down. That second game, Kawhi dropped 31 points in 12 minutes. That's just crazy. Like he was out there cooking 3-pointers. They doubling him. He's hitting 3-pointers, driving to the bucket, drawing a foul, everything. I think that it was a nice setup, but either go back to the East versus the West team or make this a 4-man tournament, 4-team tournament. I know the commissioner was saying maybe we should break it down to where they do 1-on-1s or 2-on-2s. I'll be okay with a 2-on-2 or even a 3-on-3, like the big 3. This is when you bring Ice Cube in, collab with them. Hey, we're gonna bring in the big 3. Some of the big 3 all-stars and then some of the big 3 OGs from his show and collab. I think it'd be more better. But if you're going to go with this format, break it down to 4 teams so the 2 winners play each other. Just make it simple like that. Do a 12-minute or a 2-quarter game. The winner of each bracket plays off in a championship in 12 minutes. The winner wins it. It's that simple. But overall, I was glad to see that the game was very competitive this time around. It wasn't boring. They actually played defense. It was just to that last game where Anthony Edwards and his team was like, look, we already lost one time. We barely lost. Let's go out here and whoop the old heads. And that's what they did, man. So overall, All-Star Weekend was a solid. I just didn't like the dunk contest. The dunk contest, they got to do better at it, man, because like I said, it's just it's very boring. It's boring. They're doing the same repetitive dunks over and over, and it's not good for basketball. So that's my bad. That's all I got for the NBA, man. Thank y'all for tuning into that segment. I want to jump into this next segment.
Carolina blue fit, black frames on the face, icy mouth shining when the bass vibrate. Demetrius B with the vintage type groove, heavyweight lines put the needle in the groove, flexing these arms like I'm benching the B. Old school vibe with the.
Where do we want to go? I'll go with music. Let me go with music right quick. I want to speak on this young artist. He goes by the name Duane. I actually work with this young cat, and like I said before, I've listened to some of his songs, and then I ended up listening to his album because I didn't believe that he was actually a rapper. I thought he was just bullshit with me, but I want to put the spotlight on him this week, man. I feel like with the younger dudes, I think he's like late 20s. I'm in my 30s and stuff. And like some of these young cats out here, I love that they have a passion for certain things. And like I tell him, dog, you have a talent. You just got to push yourself. You got to promote it. And why not? It'll be for me to, if I know somebody's trying to push something, even he didn't ask me to do it. I'm just telling him, hey, I'm gonna listen to your album. I'm just do a music review on it because I enjoy music and I just want to give an honest review on it. And like I said, this tape was great. This is my type of songs, type of music. It had everything you wanted on here. Not to compare him to people, but he's like, to me, what I got out of it was he's kind of like a mix between like the Drake type of melodics and Currency, because he got a flow that he could switch his flow up, and on top of that, he has unlimited bars, meaning each song he did a deluxe 21 songs. No song was the same to me. I didn't hear him saying recycled lyrics over and over. That's when you know you're a true artist. If you're not just sitting there saying the same shit or rapping about the same stuff over and over, he's talking about different topics. One song he's talking about the high school he went to, how he was growing up, how he was treated, how people looked at him, how people viewed him, how he lost important people in his life, and some of his homies that no longer with us right now. He talks about that. He talks about relationship problems and being with women, like different relationships, on how he looks at certain women, outside of being in a relationship to being in relationships and stuff. And he rapped on like some of the, like when he rapped on a couple of beats. I want to say like 2 beats. Like I want to say like a Larry June and the 2 Chainz beat. He rapped on like a Drake beat. And that's not what I'm saying. That's why I'm comparing him to him, because he rapped on a beat. No, he actually has like the R&B rap voice that you can hear. And I just want to shed light on him, man. Like I said, I think he did a great job on this project. The artist's name is Duane. The album is called Call Me When You Get Home. This is the deluxe version. It has 21 songs on there, 21 tracks on here. Now, I was going to do a top 10, but I want to keep it how I always do. I do my top 5. And it was hard to pick a top 5 because he has, out of these 21 songs, it was probably like maybe 2 or 3 of them. I was like, okay, this is cool, but up to my speed, at least 18 of these tracks is like, okay, I'm actually putting these on my workout list and stuff, or R&B list and stuff like that. So like I said, I just want to give a salute to him. But like I said, I wanted to tell him, he was trying to tell me what's my favorite, his favorite was. So I'm like, I understand that. It's your take. But let me tell you what my favorite 5 on here. So on the Duane album, Auntie Indiana, that's the first track on there. I felt like the way that he started the album out, the beat selection, all the beat selections on here are dope. But to start the album out, just getting right to the rap, it wasn't no let me introduce myself or whatever, because I'm not sure if this is the actual very first take, but he just got right to the bars. Bonnets and Do-Rags, I like that one. I'm Coming Right Back. That was when I say like he's versatile. He switched his flow up. He did like it was like a Detroit flow, and with him being from Indiana, for him to switch it up and do like a Detroit flow, I think that's dope to me. Pike High School, that was the one that was over the Larry June and 2 Chainz beat, and Long Live Hefe. I'm not sure. I guess I should have asked it, but I feel like this is one of his homies, a close homie he had. And a lot of his music, just like I said, paying homage to people that he's lost. I know one of the songs that got kind of personal is saying that he kind of fell out with his sister, but it's all love and stuff like that. I can't remember exactly what track that is. But overall, man, I really want y'all to go run this young man's streams up. This album is dope. A lot of music on here. In the comments, I want y'all to tell me what y'all favorite 5 tracks off here. Y'all know when it comes to music, man, I'm passionate about music. This is definitely a tape. This is up there with any music that you be checking for. As he puts more music out, I'm going to let y'all know what the song is called, and I want y'all to go stream it. He's on Apple Music now. Again, the tape is Duane. Call Me When You Get Home. My favorite 5 songs on here, again, are Auntie Indiana. Where it go? Auntie Indiana, Bonnets and Do-Rags, I'm Coming Right Back, Pike High School, and Long Live Hefe. Those are my favorite 5 songs on there. Please, when y'all get a chance, once y'all see this video, go immediately to Apple Music and stream this tape. Let me know in the comments what y'all feel about the tape. What would y'all like? What type of beats or whatever would y'all think he'd do better on? Because like I said, I think the beat selection was dope. He did his thing on all these songs. Let me know in the comments what your favorite 5 songs is. And I've already had him on the show. I'll get him back on here, maybe tell a story on how he got so passionate about music. I see that he talked about Wayne on there as well, Lil Wayne. He had a couple of Lil Wayne bars on there. I can tell that inspired him this too. Even when me working with him, I spoke to him about that. He said that's one of the people that inspired him to rap. And like I said, it's just therapeutic to him. Go get this young man to listen, man. Run his streams up so he can keep on pushing. And like my words to him is, like I said, man, even like with me just jumping on my podcast, try to run your streams up and stuff, I encourage you to do the same, man. Start putting your music and stuff on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and just run it up, because you never might know who you'll run into that can inspire you to continue rapping and maybe get you a deal, man. Be the first one out of Indy with a bigger rap deal than like some of the previous. So that's the music for the week, man. Duane, Call Me When You Get Home. Please go check that out. Go listen to the deluxe version and let me know what y'all think about that. That's all I got for music, man. The next topic I would like to get into is going to be, I'll get into the TV show right quick.
Listen, y'all been talking about all these artists, all these new acts, right? What you need to check out is Mechee from the Midwest.
Oh, here you go again. Every episode, man.
A TV show that we've been watching. We're like 5 episodes in. It's on 2 seasons now. It's called, where did it go? It's called 61 Street. This show is pretty much based on a young black student that was in high school. He gets caught up in some gang-related stuff, and he gets framed for murdering a cop because the situation went down. I really just want to shed light on the show. I don't want to really get into the details. I don't want to spoil it because I need to finish it first. But what is this? The public defender. The public defender is going through, what's it, prostate cancer or something like that? Prostate cancer or something like that. He's been diagnosed with prostate cancer, so he's putting his health on the line to help this young black man out, get out the situation because he believes he was innocent. It was a witness that saw it. His younger brother, the track star, I should have said the track star, younger brother saw what happened that day. And the police, it's just some dirty cops. We got one cop that's wired up. They're trying to figure why he was wired up, what inside job he was doing with this gang. And it's just a lot of things that, like, it shows you how in Chicago, and not just in Chicago, but in the world, how police will stick together. They're not just I won't say a gang because I want to talk negative about the police, because I believe there are good cops out there, but I also believe there's a bond that they have, like in the military. Like if you come up to some Marines, you can't tell 10 Marines what to do. You can't tell 10 Army cats what to do. And as a police, you can't tell 10 cops what to do. You can't tell them how to run their program, their life, or whatever. And like I said, with this show, it just shows how they can be crooked at times, how the judicial system can be bad towards African Americans, how it's a clash between good cop versus bad cop. The bad cop is trying to encourage the good cop to be bad because you're a cop with me. And it's a whole lot of stuff going on there. But I just want y'all to check out this show. It is called 61 Street. It is on Netflix. It's streaming right now. It's on season 2. I'm going to get back in here. I just wanted to acknowledge it. I'm going to get back in here maybe another week or so and tell y'all what I thought about both seasons when I finish it up. But as of now, go check out 61 Street if you're looking for a TV show to watch. 61 Street is on Netflix, streaming now, and on, if you got the AMC app, it's on there as well. But this is pretty good. I want to say his name is Courtney Vance. He's like the main character who plays the public defender. He is married to Angela Bassett in real life. So if y'all know him, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. I want to thank his name is Courtney Vance. Executive producer on here is Michael B. Jordan. So this is pretty good, man, because like I said, it just shows you the different battles that we face in this world. And obviously this shit really happens in real life. So y'all go check that out.
MMA updates from the Mechee from the Midwest podcast. Listen, February 24th, I'm locking that cage and somebody's getting cracked. I've been grinding day and night, sharpening every weapon in the shows. Look at me, stronger, faster, meaner. Whoever signs on the dotted line is in trouble. They stepping there with the Midwest problem.
Last thing before I get out of here, man, I want to get in here and give y'all the DAZN card for boxing this week. We have a great card lined up. Man, we got some good fights. I want to get into my predictions on this card. I think it's going to be a dope one. I can see a couple of these fights out of the 5. Three of these fights could end in knockout. Maybe it could be 4 or 5, but let's get into it. Excuse me if I say the name wrong. If you could bring up the card, you're more than likely to bring up the card because some of these names I'm a jag. But Bektemir Melikzufa versus Sina Agbiko. This is a super middleweight fight. A clash of the 168. I'm not going to even make a prediction on that card because I've never seen neither one of these cats fight. So I'm going to move on to the next one. We got Frank Ghost Martin versus Nahir Albright. This is a super lightweight fight, 140. Frank Martin is coming off a knockout of the year candidate last year, showing that he was back after the fight that he lost to Tank. A lot of people usually when they take that first L, man, they disappear. But he bounced back quick and got him a clean body. It was good to see him back in the win column. I think he should be able to get Albright out of there. I haven't seen too many of Albright fights, but I feel like Frank Martin is up there on that level that if he continues fighting the top guys, he'll become a top guy in that division at 140. Next is Andy Hiroka, 24-0, and he's going against Gary Antoine Russell, 18-1. Gary Russell is a beast. He only lost one time. I can't think if he lost to Rilo. Was it Rilo Rodriguez or something like that? He lost one fight, and a lot of people were saying once he lost, everybody done figured him out. You know how it is. You lose a fight, they feel like, you figured him out. He's not going to be able to fight any of the top components, but this is a WBA super lightweight title belt that's on the line. I'm rocking with Gary Russell. I know the other cat is undefeated, but when I looked at his resume, I didn't see any names that stick out like, this dude might give Gary Russell trouble. I just feel like he's one of the best in that division. So I'm going to go with Gary Antoine Russell. Co-main event, we have Richardson Hitchens, a.k.a. Africa, versus Oscar Duarte. Hitchens is 20-0. He's undefeated, defending his title, the super lightweight belt, and Oscar Duarte is 32-1. 30 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. To me, Duarte is he's muscle bound. He's a big dude for the division. He lands power shots, but I feel like he can gas out. If you're able to jab him up, Hitchens definitely going to keep his distance, but Hitchens also got power in his gloves. I believe that Hitchens can win this fight. I'm not going to say it's going to be a knockout, but if Duarte continues to play with fire, he will get dropped. I can see Hitchens winning this one late in the rounds, maybe 8 or 9. So I'm going to go off on him and say Hitchens to win this one in round 8 or 9 by knockout. Main event of the evening, we have Ryan Garcia, 24-2, versus Mario Barrios, 29-2. Barrios has 18 knockouts. Ryan Garcia has 20 knockouts. Is this for the belt too? This is for the WBC welterweight championship. This should be a great matchup. I think it's a big fight for both of them. Just from the eye test, Barrios looks way bigger than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia still got his kid body, to me at least. As far as the prediction go for this fight, I wasn't impressed with Barrios' last fight with Pacquiao. Pacquiao is 45 years old. He didn't knock him out. He didn't have Pac-Man in trouble at all. In fact, I believe he showed Pacquiao way too much respect for him to be fighting for a belt at 45 years old. I feel like Mario Barrios should have did him excuse my language, because I know y'all get personal about dogs and stuff. He should have took his ass out back like an old dog and whooped Pacquiao ass. He should have whooped his ass. He didn't do that. He played around with him. He showed way too much respect. And fighters like that show way too much respect, I find it hard to believe in them that they're going to go out there that next fight and be a dog to somebody younger than them. Because it's now, I don't want to beat up on a younger cat because he's trying to grow. No, you're a boxer at the end of the day, dog. You want to win the belt. You want to you're the champ. You want to defend your belt. You want to retain your belt. You need to go out there and make a statement. Ryan Garcia is still out there bullshitting, joking around, playing and stuff. I know he's trying to hype up the fight, but at times I find it hard to take him serious. So what version of Ryan Garcia are we going to see? We just saw him fight Rolly Romero last year, and Rolly embarrassed Ryan Garcia. If he comes out there and fight like that against Mario Barrios, he should be done with boxing. He shouldn't be getting those top fights for no belts. He should just be a prize fighter and fight lower class fighters, B-list and C-list boxers. boxers. He shouldn't be fighting for the belt anytime soon. But if I had to make a prediction, I'm going with Ryan Garcia just because I believe like this is the fight that he knows he needs to be serious. This is a fight for a title. He wins this belt, that puts him back up here. If he loses belt, he goes all the way back down to the bottom. And that's when people just going to say that Ryan Garcia just ain't got it. I want to see him and Devin Haney fight a clean fight again outside of the way he beat the hell out of Devin Haney last time. He was on steroids and stuff. Let's see him sober and see if Devin Haney's able to run it back with him. So I'm going Ryan Garcia. I can see him putting Mario Barrios down with a body shot because we've seen Tank Davis put Mario Barrios down. I know he was on a weight clause and all that type of stuff, but I think Ryan Garcia could win this fight. So I'm going to actually go with King Ryan to win this one. I just don't believe in Barrios after that last fight. So again, my final predictions for the card is I got Frank Martin over Albright. I got Russell over Hiroka. I got Hitchens over Duarte. And I got Ryan Garcia becoming the WBC welterweight champion. Hey, that's all I got for y'all this week, man. I wanted to make this quick, fast, in a hurry. It's thunderstorming outside. I'm glad I was able to get through without losing any connection. But I'm going to thank y'all for tuning in to me each week. Mechee from the Midwest podcast. Make sure you go run those subscribe to me, leave comments, tell me what I can do better and stuff. I'm still trying to find my podcast voice. I'm trying to talk like normal and not be too loud and not cuss too much. But tell me different topics that y'all would like me to discuss. Or if you want to be on the show and discuss a topic, I'm down for that as well. But we got NBA back on tonight. I'm about to go check out a game. I think Cleveland playing somebody tonight. I want to see how James Harden looked as a Cavalier. We got Detroit and Houston playing each other tonight as well. We got a couple good games on Prime Video, so I'm going to check that out. Like I said, man, y'all check out boxing this week. Oh, I think the GWOAT fights this week. Clarissa Shields is running back a rematch. I can't think of her name right now, but this is a rematch. They said it's going to be on the 22nd, which is Sunday. So I don't know if they're fighting like overseas or something, or is this actually going to be like a midnight fight? That's why they say in the 22nd. But if would it be in a rematch? I got Clarissa Shields. I don't got nobody beating Clarissa, so I'm rocking with the GWOAT if this fight is going down this week. I'm pretty sure it said February 22nd. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Again, rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. Check out DAZN Boxing is going down Saturday night. The GWOAT should be fighting as well. Check her out. Hopefully she could get a knockout so they can stop saying she ain't got power to knock people out. And check out 61 Street on Netflix. That's a dope show. I'm going to finish that up. And like I said, that's all I got for y'all, man. Check. Also, please go stream the Duane album. Call me when you get home, the deluxe version. Drop in the comments what your favorite tracks is, man. Do that for me and do that for him because he deserves it. He's a great artist from Indiana, and I think he can go big places with people pushing him and promoting him the proper way. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Catch me next week. I'll give y'all the results next Thursday on everything we discussed this week. Thank y'all for tuning in.
All black tonight. Shirt says it all. Mechee from the Midwest. Been a long day, but the city stays awake. Hold up. You see that? MFTM in the sky. Guess they're calling.